My story is called Botillion. I had been hearing that I needed to get it together and learn my dance moves for the past 2 months. I was participating in a botillion and the main part of it was dancing. For those of you that don't know what a botillion is, let me briefly explain it to you. A botillion is a coming of age ceremony in the African American community. It is when a young man has his rites of passage and steps into manhood in front of all of his family and friends. You normally wait till your senior year just for tradition's sake, and that's what I did. Now back to the disaster that was our rehearsal. It was 6 couples, and it was me and my escort that happened to be the best dancer out of the group. The choreographer placed it upon our shoulders to make sure that everyone was performing the moves correctly and doing them to perfection. This pressure on top of schoolwork, college preparations, prom, and graduation was proving all too much to bear. So I put the botillion practice at the back of my mind and decided to focus on the other things. May 4th was the day of the botillion, and that day crept up on me, and it got to the last week, and then I realized that I did not have all of my dances together. We had several dances we had to perform that night. We had a Charleston, waltz, step routine, mother and son dance, and finally a Stevie Wonder. Talk about stress. Anyway, I had started to plan and practices, and I soon realized that nobody had the dances together. I began to panic, and a million things ran through my mind. What if we mess up? What if we don't do well? What if we freeze? What if I fall off the stage? What if, what if, what if? May 3rd came, which was the night of the dress rehearsal at the location of the Botillion. It didn't take us long to realize that we had less than 24 hours to perfect these dances, and we were all over the place. People were going left when they were supposed to go right. People came left. People came late. People brought extra baggage, and it all went downhill. I was nervous out of my mind, but I practiced and I practiced and I practiced, and I forced the others to practice. And if it wasn't perfect, we were not going to sleep. Unfortunately, being the leader of the group, I was questioned by the people over the program and why was everyone so unprepared. I stood there in terror and realized that the special night and moment was about to get ruined. I went to that sleep with fear in my mind. Now, the next morning began with an early morning meeting where the program directors distributed our schedules and the time that we needed to be places. The dances were not completed, so we requested additional time to rehearse, but unfortunately we were unable to get in the space because of another event. So we were stuck to practicing in our hallways with our iPhones, trying to hear the songs over our steps, but nothing was working. The mother-son dance was the least rehearsed song, so when the time comes for us to practice, my mother is nowhere to be found. So I called and she said she was getting her nails and feet done, and my temper got the best of me, and I just exploded, and it just exploded in my face like a cannon. I turned off my phone and went back to my room and slept. I decided then and there that whatever happened that night happened. I woke up from my nap and they told me it was time to start getting ready. I showered, my barber came, cut my hair. I put on my tux and I felt great. There was still that empty pit in my stomach, worrying about the state of our performances, what state our performances would be in, but it was no time to fret. We had to get downstairs for our pictures. The camera started to take pictures as soon as all the 6 couples arrived and our guest was there. We were about to go out. Our introductions went by smoothly, and now our dance has begun. The first dance was the Charleston. Besides the fact that my scarf flew off, everything went well. That dance. Our next dance was the waltz. The waltz went off without a glitch. Everything was going surprisingly smooth until our step routine. The guys forgot the step. Thankfully, I was able to play it off by laughing, and then we exited the stage. And our mother-son dance was next. Absolutely horrendous, but the fact that me and my mom were on stage having fun was all I needed. The last and final dance was the Stevie Wonder dance. For this song, you needed confidence. And this song is what confidence is to me. The song begins to play and it's incredibly slower than what we had practiced. But we were doing it all great until the song was supposed to end and it didn't. So we stood there, staring at each other awkwardly, and simultaneously we all just started dancing randomly. I learned that night that you can't control everything, and sometimes letting it flow is the best way to go. Nobody there was expecting a Broadway show. They were expecting to see us stepping into our manhood and having fun. And that is exactly what we did that night. The end. The